I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the closing date and hopefully take the mystery out of what that actually means. So closing date is the date on the contract that says that you are going to close and become the new owner. But nothing really happens on that date except that all of the documents that you've signed previously are taken to the county, and the county then records that you are the owner. Prior to that, here's the timeline of work that needs to be done. So I'm going to give you my little sign. Let's see if I can get this up here so that we can both see this. Okay, here we go. So on your closing date, there we are right at the center. So on your closing date, here's what happens. About a week prior to that date, we're going to want to find out from your lender if they can get the loan documents to the title company. So the closing date is totally dependent upon when your lender can get loan documents to the title company and how long it takes for them to close and fund the loan after they've gotten those loan documents back that you've signed. So let's say that a week before the closing, you go into the title company, the loan documents have been sent in by your lender to the title company. The title company then has you go in, you show two proofs of identification, they notarize it, and at that point you sign your loan documents as well as the transfer documents for the home. The title company then turns those documents around, sends them back to your lender. Lenders typically need at least a couple of days, if not more, to then look at those documents, make sure everything is in order for them, and then to take all of the money that is their portion and to put the money into the escrow account, which is called funding the loan. You also will want to wire the rest of your funds for your down payment into the escrow account. Why don't you give yourself maybe 4 or 5 days to do that? Often we're asked, why a whole week in advance? Why can't I just do it a couple days beforehand? My lender says that once they get the loan documents back, they actually can fund the loan in 48 hours. Well, here's the reason. We have had situations where the buyer goes into the title company, they look at the loan documents, or they look at the papers the title company has prepared to transfer the title, and there's something wrong. Their first name is misspelled. They're down as a junior when they shouldn't be. Their middle initial is incorrect. And so all of those papers need to go back to the lender, completely redone, start all over again, and can delay the close if we don't give it enough time in case there's a problem. So that's why we do it a week in advance. What if you are out of the country? Maybe you've planned an amazing vacation long before you thought about buying a home. This has happened. We just need a little more time. All these things can be worked out. We've had people had to go to the American consulate in New Zealand, in Sweden. These are things that do happen because we're a very mobile society. So I hope this has answered your questions about the closing date. What happens on that date? You take possession of the house, you take possession of the keys, you become the new owner. You bought a house. And other than that, all the rest of the work is done at least a week ahead of time. I hope this answers your questions. Have a great day. Bye.